Hi Aquarius, welcome to Third Eye Tarot. This is going to be a reading for the first half of November 2023 or from whenever you find it. Let's get started. Hey Spirit, please read messages for Aquarius's highest good. Thank you. So welcome back Aquarius. If you're a returning subscriber, so happy to have you here. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I like to get one overall theme from the Wild Unknown archetype and read from the book. I think it's beautifully written. I hope you enjoy. This is for Aquarius. Thank you, Spirit. All right, we're going to take the top card. And you have, ooh, damn, Aquarius, you got some big energy coming through today. Today you have the Destroyer, page 107. The Destroyer, the final of the three archetypes in the trio of existence, has necessary yet painful work to do in the world. Culturally, we have an aversion to endings, and we hang on to permanence as a signifier of success. Yet the Destroyer pulls the rug out from underneath relationships, jobs, homes, and all forms of security. It's the part of us that wants things to end. Its painful orientation is to uncover our true purpose. The Destroyer does not let us linger long in comforts, as it knows not much happens in that realm. With its piercing eyes, it seeks out stagnancy from a distance, and the rest becomes history. In the old myths, this is the moment when heads begin to roll, the ground opens up, and castles crumble. Hold on for the ride. The Destroyer has arrived. Ooh, Aquarius, that is some powerful energy coming through Scorpio season. Hello, death and rebirth. So when one door closes, another door opens. Always bear that in mind. It's not always easy when you're going through it. Trust me, I know. My North Node is in Scorpio. I'm a Scorpio sun, Mercury, blah, 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 blah. Got a lot of Scorpio on my chart. But especially when your North Node is in Scorpio, your entire life is a process of shedding the old and moving into the new. So trust me, I know it's not always easy, but if you're going through it, the only way out is through. Let's open with Santa Muerte on that note, since that's very much death energy, it feels like to me. We have Four of Swords on the cut. Let's see what's on the other side. Aquarius, there you are, the Star card, your major arcana, beautiful. So listen, if you are going through a death, an ending of some sort in your life, batten down the hatches for a while, do your due diligence to heal, take however long you need to do that healing work. This Four of Swords is like they're nailing in the coffin. It's time for a rest. It's time for deep contemplation, perhaps as well, crying it out, all of it, letting, purging out the pain, but ever mindful, keeping in the back of your mind as you move through the process, there is hope on the other side. There is light on the other side. The Star card, it's a renewal of hope, a healing energy. So make sure that if you are going through some major ending in your life right now with that Destroyer energy, that you are taking the time necessary to heal yourself. Okay, let's go. This is for Aquarius. Thank you, Spirit. I just saw the Fool energy. So that is like that brand new beginning energy. Yep, there it is. Boom. And look, you could be moving into a very financially secure place. So maybe it's a good thing that something ended. Maybe something that ended was holding you back from your best life, right? So sometimes a perspective shift on things can help with, can help expedite the healing process. All right, this is for Aquarius. Thank you, Spirit. Ten of Swords. So typically depicted as a person face down with 10 swords throughout their body, very dead. It represents the ending of a very painful cycle. So if the destroyer has come through and destroyed something, ended something, ripped the rug out from underneath of you in some kind of way, well, I'm tending towards hallelujah. Thank you for removing this, because even if you can't see it right here, right now, in the big picture, this is for your highest good. Do you want to stay in a painful cycle? No, we want that to end, right? So moving from grief to, well, actually, maybe that was a good thing. Okay, well, thank you, universe. Thank you for removing the blockage from my life. I didn't see it as a blockage at the time, but now I do. That kind of thing. All right, messages for Aquarius. Thank you, Spirit. Wow, Queen of Cups. Wow. First card out is Queen of Cups. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. Doesn't have to be that specific zodiac sign, but this is love, basically. Someone who is very emotionally available, shall we say. She showers the people in her inner circle, lavishes them with affections and love, and she's very, very compassionate, emotionally mature. She doesn't manipulate using her, emotions. This is someone who is naturally intuitive and or psychic. We have more water energy on the bottom of the deck, Knight of Cups. So this could be a love offer coming in. It's interesting how she's like extending her heart there. It very much gives me the vibes of a love offer, or just someone who is open to giving and receiving love. Messages for Aquarius. Thank you, Spirit. Wow, well, there you are, Aquarius. This is your home element of air. Swords represent the air element, air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Queen of Swords. So 2 queens on the table. The Queen of Cups typically depicted as staring at her cup, okay? Very protective of her cup. And that's the vibes I'm catching here too, just in different form. Because Queen of Swords is very protective. Her boundaries are up. And it's like, perhaps this is the same person, or perhaps it is different people, but if it's the same person, I feel like it's someone who's just very loving, still very much in their loving heart space, but using discernment as well, and very quick to put up a boundary if need be. Here we have the World on the bottom of the deck, signifying a lesson has been learned, and we've passed a test and graduated. And she, of course, this is Santa Muerte's deck. So, she's sitting there with her Sith. And whatever we need to cut out for our growth is necessary. Like if you're a gardener, you have to get rid of the dead off of a plant in order for the rest of the plant to flourish and, grow well. So the destroyer coming through is taking out what was hindering your growth. Messages for Aquarius. Thank you, Spirit. Major Arcana for the sign of Sagittarius is coming next. We have the Temperance. Balancing things out. The Temperance is pictured pouring 2 cups back and forth. The cups in tarot are our emotions, our heart space. Okay, so this could be balancing things out within yourself, or perhaps with you and another person. It's a process and it cannot be rushed. So there's an element of needing to trust in that process. Don't get all stressed out because it didn't happen yesterday. Allow for the process to unfold. It's often the visual I get is like if you have a flower bud. Okay, it hasn't opened yet. It's just a bud. It's tight. If you were to peel open the bud, that flower would die. It would never make it to this blooming, right? So you have to just allow for the time to pass so that it naturally opens. Five of Cups. Yeah, there's some heavy emotions here with that Five of Cups. So, like I said, it could have been very painful, whatever came through and was destroyed. Very heavy energy. But if you were to take a step back and see that perhaps it was for your highest good, and maybe you just can't see exactly how yet, but in retrospection, after some time has passed, you will. Let's just see what else wants to come out for Aquarius. Thank you, Spirit. Nine of Wands. So definitely owning those boundaries, not allowing anyone to cross your boundaries. And you know what? Sometimes you need to sit in reflection for a certain amount of time. You can't deal with people trying to charge in. No, Knight of Wands, like coming in all passionate. It's like, dude, just chill, please. Like, I'm in recovery mode and this is not a good time, but you know, so I'm just saying. And plus, this is a player energy, you know. Knight of Wands is known as very passionate, very fun, very lively, but they're a hit it and quit it type energy, okay? Player energy. Messages for Aquarius. Thank you, Spirit. Eight of Wands. Somebody's trying to get through that barrier. Eight of Wands is rapid communication, passionate communication. Three of Wands on the bottom of the deck. More fire energy. That is Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. Messages for Aquarius, please. Okay, it hit the floor. And it's Judgment. This is a major arcana for the sign of Scorpio. This is the rebirth of Scorpion energy. Interesting, beautiful, gorgeous, love it. Ace of Cups on the bottom of the deck, something coming back to life, even if it's just your own heart coming out of the doldrums. It could be, of course, new love coming in after something else ended. But that Ace of Cups, that's beautiful. It's sitting right on top of the Five of Pentacles too. So yeah, something that was very, very difficult. You're rebirthing now. You're coming out of that. This is a rebirth energy here. Like I mentioned earlier, Scorpio is death and rebirth. This is coming back up out of the grave. Like you see this little skeleton in the coffin and popping up out of the grave, right? So coming back to life. Now, could that be the same relationship, you know, having a reconciliation? Of course, absolutely. Could this be just you coming back to life after something was annihilated? Yes, absolutely. Let's see what else wants to come out for Aquarius. Thank you, Spirit. Well, death. Interesting. We have rebirth and then we have death coming immediately afterwards. It's coming under Temperance. So this is telling me that whatever did come to an end, it was for your highest good. It was orchestrated by Spirit, as a matter of fact. Perhaps you were lingering in something that wasn't for your highest good, and they had to come in and drop a tower. What's on the bottom of the deck? Okay, not the tower. It's the Knight of Cups. They needed to move something out of the way so that they could bring something else in. You feeling me? All right. Trust in the process. Okay, you just got two more cards. Let's see. We have Two of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. Six of Wands, beautiful, coming under that Nine of Wands, and the Four of Cups. So somebody's sitting in some heavy regret energy for having missed an opportunity. You know, sometimes you don't know what you got until it's gone. Two of Pentacles with the Eight of Swords under that. A lot of anxiety connected to perhaps somebody juggled a situation here. Who knows? Two of Pentacles typically is somebody who's juggling two pentacles. Here it is not depicted that way. It's very different, in fact. This always gives me like really good vibes, honestly. Typically the Two of Pentacles is not my favorite card, but this one I like. This one skeleton is wrapped in this blanket. This skeleton is placing a coin into that one's hand. I don't know if you can see that. Clearly they are a mirror of each other. They're like the perfect match. But maybe somebody didn't see that before. Four of Cups. This is the energy of someone who was focused so much on all of the shitty aspects in life, like the really disappointing things, emotionally disappointing things, that they are missing an opportunity. Now, listen, if that's your energy, because, you know, it's hard when things end. It's not like, oh, we're just going to pick ourselves up and, okay, thank you, universe, for removing that from my life because it's honestly in my best good. You know, it's hard. It's a difficult process. So if you yourself find that you're sitting in a Four of Cups energy because something ended and now everything just sort of sucks, you know, that's the feeling that comes with the Four of Cups. It's like dissatisfaction. It's like, man, everything, I don't want anything to do with love, whatever, emotions in general. It's just too much. Well, that will lead to missed opportunities. And they don't want you to miss an opportunity because clearly there's something coming down the pike here with that Six of Wands that is going to be a reason to celebrate. This is a card of victory, public recognition, being celebrated by the public. This is a card of fame. So it's coming right under that Nine of Wands, which is like, okay, you're really guarded right now. Okay, we get it. But don't miss the opportunity that's trying to come through that barrier, you know, from the 8 to that 9 there. It's like messages trying to come through. You're guarded up right now. Don't miss an opportunity just because something else was disappointing. Try to step back from it and say, you know what? Well, everything's always working out for me. So if something left my life, that means that it's for my highest good, right? Now, if somebody actually died, that's very difficult. And I'm not trying to make light of when somebody dies, okay, and leaves their physical body. That's a very difficult thing to deal with. But they are not gone. We are all spirit, okay? Just some of us are in a body right now. Breathing. But the ones that have left their body, they're still there. They can be accessed via the heart. Via the heart. You feel them. You feel into the connection with them. And I've had to learn this over the course of my lifetime, you know, starting in 8th grade when I had one of my best friends die. So it's not easy. I get it. But they're not gone. You just can't hug them the way you used to. All right, so that's some heavy shit. It is. And so take all the time you need to mourn and heal. But try not to block yourself off entirely. You can't stop living, right? So let's clarify with my mashed up that this is Rider-Waite with some additional major arcana thrown in for fun. We have the Sun on the bottom. Let's see. Ooh, Queen of Wands on the cut, firing back up again. That's fire energy. Double emphasis on Leo right now because the Sun is major arcana for Leo. But this is a card of Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, in my opinion. So Queen of Wands, she's on fire. She's going after what she wants. She's sexy. She feels good in her skin. She's taking charge. Boom. Chariot. Major arcana for Cancer. But that's about movement. Forward movement. It's another card of victory. You already have the Six of Wands on the table. There's only 2 cards of victory, and both have shown up in your reading today. Yeah, but you have to make sure that you're not lingering in the Four of Cups. And this is part of the human experience, okay? There's none of us that are immune to this energy. It's hard. If you've had a disappointment, it's hard to lift yourself back up and be like, all right, I'm not going to focus on the shitty things anymore. I'm going to pick my chin up. I'm going to practice an attitude of gratitude, and I'm going to climb the emotional ladder. And that is when we move into a receptive place to be able to experience these amazing offers. I mean, this is an amazing cup. It's appearing out of thin air. Where the freak did this come from? Out of nowhere. It's a cup from the divine, but this person can't even see it because they're focused on these cups here. So listen, it's a process. You know, sometimes we just feel like, oh, everything sucks. And, you know, just don't linger there. Forward movement. I like to say forward ever, backward never. Wow. Now, I know there's 2 chariots in this deck, but what are the chances that both of them would come out? Forward ever, backward never. Keep it moving. If something left your life, that means it's for your highest good. Move into the new. There you go. The Chariot. All right, let's get messages or clarity out here, please, for Aquarius. Tell me about this Queen of Cups. Thank you, Spirit. Queen of Cups is being clarified by the 4 of Swords. Hold on just a moment. I'm going to close the window because I can hear the lawnmowers outside. One moment, please. Okay, hopefully that's a little better. Listen, 4 of Swords, taking all the time you need in order to heal your heart so that you are ready to give and receive love again. This is a card of recovery, healing after a heartbreak. And we did see the 4 of Swords earlier when I was shuffling the Santa Muerte deck. It was that coffin where he's nailing it in. It's like time for a break, you know? The Moon, things are not very clear right now. Things are kind of dark and hazy and unsure, and maybe they're, you know, we just need to take our time to heal. Now, the Queen of Swords shows me you're moving into your home element of air. Queen of Swords is moving more into discernment, using the mind, being more logical, mind over, head over heart decisions, I would say. Just, you know, it's not that we're getting rid of the heart, but we're not going to allow it to dictate things. Okay. Queen of Swords. 8 of Cups. But oh, with some extras. Let's see. But the 8 of Cups, boom. That is, okay, World on the bottom of the deck. The World is wrapping up an old cycle. It's another ending card, okay? It's more of a graduation, whereas the Death card covers like all things that end. The World heralds more towards, wow, you've learned a lesson, Aquarius. Congratulations, you've graduated. That type of ending, new beginning. But we have the 8 of Cups, clarifying the Queen of Swords. Like I just said, this is making a decision based on, well, this is just the way it needs to be. Yes, I still have love for this situation or whatever, but this is the way it needs to be. I need to walk away from those 8 cups, that emotional investment, because cups is, you know, water element, water signs, and our emotions. It may have been very hard, very painful, but it was necessary ultimately. Yeah, wow. Yeah, it was ultimately necessary to put an ending to whatever that was in your personal experience. The Death energy is, again, for the second time, from a different deck, on the table. Clearly, something came to an end here. I mean, we really don't need any more confirmation on that, do we? Page of Wands is also here. Page of Wands is some very excited communication, enthusiastic communication, something that is like, ooh, I mean, that's exciting. Ooh, okay, well, sure. So again, with the message of don't linger too long in feeling down, because we're going to block ourselves if we do from the new things that want to come through. All right, Temperance is next. Temperance is that balancing out. So this is spirit. This is an angel, right? So this is representative of spirit assisting in the process of your rebalancing. Clarify Temperance. Thank you. Okay, you got a bunch there. The Sun on the top. Beautiful. There's that 10 of Swords that we saw earlier, but this is how, you know, I was describing how it's usually depicted as a person face down with 10 swords in their body. This is a very dead person. But it's the worst is behind you now. The dawn is breaking on the horizon there. It's over. The painful cycle is done. Like, that is something to be thankful for, right? That's actually something to be very happy about. The Sun energy is the happiest card in the deck. It's the most positive card in the deck. It's all good things. 9 of Pentacles, hallelujah. Okay, you're single, but you're doing just fine on your own, aren't you? Money in the bank, paying the bills, got extra to share with your friends, a little extra for savings, retirement, whatever. This is financial independence, and also known as a single person who's enjoying their life, loving their life. Now, there's that 4 of Cups again, the 7 of Cups, and the 8 of Swords. So a fair bit of confusion and anxiety about what is in the future, what's coming down the pike, what is this, new beginning. Oh my God, it's too overwhelming. There's so many freaking choices. I don't know. Well, maybe first we need to clear our mind. There's definitely a need to be cognizant of what you're focusing on. Okay, 8 of Swords. This is a self-imposed mental prison. This is going around and around and around in your mind over something. She doesn't need to stay here. She doesn't need to stay down in the swamp. She's loosely bound in freaking toilet paper. She could just open her arms, it would break, take the blindfold off, and go back up to the castle that's behind her. She's keeping herself stuck. Why? Because she's focusing, she, doesn't matter, on the negative aspects in life, the things that have disappointed us, to the point where we are missing magical moments, missing out on magical opportunities. And hence, when we're presented with all of these new options, we're confused because it's like, well, our own energy isn't right. If your energy is in alignment with your happiness and your joy and you're living your best life, then the cup that's meant for you will just kind of shine apart from the rest. It'll feel right. It'll light up for you. The 3 of Wands also came out. This is looking towards our future and seeing our ships arrive. And, there's a mixture of energy here, right? On one hand, somebody is very overwhelmed emotionally, feeling trapped in their mind, anxious. But on the other hand, it's like a part of this person is beginning to realize, well, actually, maybe this was for my best good. Maybe this is the path to my happiness, right? The Sun. After a very long and very difficult period, the Sun is now coming through. That's something to start getting excited about. Now, it is a process. It's clarifying the Temperance. So this is like we're blending out of some old energy into some new energy. 9 of Wands, a very guarded energy. It's known as the wounded warrior. This could be somebody who's actually in the military, but this is someone who's been through the battle, has had a lot of scars from past wars and, mental struggles too, perhaps, and just feeling very guarded, but still has fight left. They're not willing to give up the fight yet. And there you are, Aquarius. Your major arcana, the Star card. Got to cover up the nudity because apparently YouTube can't handle artwork from, 300, 400 years ago. I mean, this is absolutely ridiculous if you ask me, but whatever. That's a tangent for another day. We have the Hermit as well. Major arcana for Virgo. This is leaving everyone else out in the cold, putting yourself out, and maybe you were left out in the cold. Look, he's standing in the freaking snow. What is in this Hermit's lantern is the Star. What is the Star in the tarot? It's healing energy. It's a renewal of hope, a renewal of faith, wish fulfillment. Like you wish upon a star, voila, your wishes are granted. It's like the universe is your personal genie. You make a wish and boom. So it's a very good sign, okay? It's a very positive card. And it's just telling me that you are doing your hermit work, you're healing your heart, and while you're doing that, you have your guards up, you have your walls up. That's fine. It's good. What is there's like a meme going around somewhere. It's the difference between a wall and a boundary. Walls keep everyone out. Boundaries only keep out the people that won't respect your boundaries. You know what I'm saying? Like, actually, a good way to test a person is to give them a boundary and see how they do with that. Are they going to respect it, or are they going to try to push you out of your comfort zone there? So, anyway, here comes an offer. Are you going to miss it because you're so focused on all of the shit that has happened in the past? Or are you going to, work on your vibration inside of yourself and move into a receptive place to accept the offer, to be able to receive the offer? Because here it comes. We're clarifying the 8 of Wands next. That's passionate communication, rapid communication, movement as well. Clarify the 8 of Wands, please, for Aquarius. Two of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Beautiful. This is a potential relationship that's coming through, whether that's business or romance or friendship. It's a beautiful connection. Two of Cups is meeting somebody that feels like home. You gel well. You get along almost immediately. It's soulmate energy. Wow. Queen of Cups is here again with the Strength card. More Leo energy. But look, Ace of Cups with the Queen of Cups. And see how she's focused just on her cup. She's not looking at anything other than her cup. And her cup has a cap on it. Every other cup in the tarot is open and flowing. Hers has a cap on it because she's protective of it. And, the look on her face is kind of like a wrinkled brow. She's, maybe been through something here. So self-restraint, self-control, self-mastery. Don't hold yourself back from the love that wants to come through. Once again, Judgment. This is a rebirth. Clarify the Judgment, please. This is also making a decision. This is also a wake-up call, okay? So maybe somebody received a wake-up call. During Libra season, we have the Justice coming out and to clarify Judgment. This is a very karmic energy when you combine Judgment with Justice. This is some injustice being made right, basically. So whether that's in the spiritual court or in a literal 3D reality court system, things are going to be fair and balanced and just. You might not be able to see this right now. You might be just going through it right now with that moon energy showing up again on the bottom of the deck. That, just trust in the process is what I would like to say. Santa Muerte, death energy is next. Clarify the death. And look, it's a skeleton, but she's pregnant. And she's like standing over the baby carriage. So when one thing ends, another thing begins, always. Clarify Santa Muerte, death energy. Thank you, Spirit. The 8 of Pentacles. Wow, with the Ace of Swords. This is there's something about this that you knew you had to cut something out. Or you're realizing now that because it was cut out, that was for your highest good. And perhaps it is to do with your work. Okay, 8 of Pentacles is a card of work, being hard at work at something. Or perhaps you've just been throwing yourself into your work, getting through this process, just maybe to take your mind off of things emotional, putting yourself into your job more. Or maybe this is a side hustle of a passion project that you love and you're throwing yourself into it. However this shakes out, it's a victory of the truth, okay? Victory of the truth. We had Justice, Ace of Swords, and now we have a card of victory. 6 of Wands is next. Clarify the 6 of Wands. Thank you. It hit the floor. Oh my goodness. And I don't know if these are supposed to be in the reverse, the upright, or what. We're just going to keep them in the upright. We have the Hierophant, that very passionate Knight of Wands energy, and then the King of Pentacles. I feel perhaps the world is under that, so a graduation again. I feel perhaps, you know, since this Strength card did show up over here with this Queen of Cups, you know, this person is coming in passionately, but showing up with commitment as well, because these are two cards of commitment. The King of Pentacles is father, husband energy in the tarot. It's the king that you can depend on. This is someone who follows through with their promises, dependable, reliable, trustworthy. With the Hierophant, higher level of commitment and the traditional way of doing things. So yes, somebody coming in very passionate, lots of fire energy here with the Knight of Wands and the Six of Wands, but also practical and stable and committed with that Hierophant, King of Pentacles, and the Strength. The Strength is absolutely someone who has mastered themselves, somebody who has self-control. All right, so we don't need to talk about this Four of Cups anymore, right? We don't need to clarify that. We know what we know about that, and it's to not sit in that, linger in that energy. Try to steer our mind back toward the positive, focusing our mind on things that we have in our life right here, right now, to be thankful and grateful for. I'm sure you can find something. This is a free reading on YouTube. That's something to be thankful for. You didn't have to pay for it, right? Even though it's a general message, so it may or may not resonate. Take the parts that do, throw out the rest. Don't ever force a free reading on YouTube. If you like the way I read the cards, however, please subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up. It would be super helpful and greatly appreciated. Thank you, Aquarius. If you would like a private reading with me, which gets into the details and your own personal energy, the contact information is in the description box below. Just click on the title to the video. It'll pull it down for you. We have communication is key, new moon in Gemini. And with that, I always say, yes, communication is key, but so is comprehension. We have step out of your comfort zone, North Node energy. Let's get you a couple from angels and ancestors. This is for Aquarius. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. Shield Maiden, make plans and focus. Very guarded energy, that. Arrow, surround yourself with protective energy. Wow. Okay, so you heard? Yeah, maybe there is good reason to stay with your guard up right now and protective of your heart right now, while you wait for things to kind of balance back out, okay? Do your due diligence. Let's get you a couple cards from the Oracle of Seven Energies. This is for Aquarius. Thank you, Spirit. If you would like to donate to my channel, I do have a link in the description box. And thank you so much to everyone who has donated. Very helpful indeed. If you would like to be notified when I upload, click on that little bell icon. This is for Aquarius. Love to hear from you in the comments as well, if you feel like commenting. Let it go. Yeah, the death energy come out twice. So yeah, clearly there's with 3 times really, if you include the destroyer that opened you up the reading today. Yes, absolutely. There's a need to let it go. It was not for your best good, obviously. Something needed to end. We have the power of purpose. Maybe it was getting in the way of your life's purpose. We have the rose's kiss, which is all about, you know, taking time to smell the roses, enjoying the sensual pleasures of life, and waking the lion. More Leo energy coming through. Of course, that is the polarity of your sign, Aquarius, across from you on the zodiac wheel. But something is getting ready to rebirth within you in a glorious way, is what I would like to say. All right, let's get some charms. Okay, we have this little heart, and it says family, and it has 3 little, you know, a parent and a child, parents and a child. We have a little birdhouse, which I love. It always makes me feel like, nesting and Cancer energy. Then we have this crescent moon, however that's significant for you. And then we have a little dolphin, which always reminds me of staying lighthearted, focusing on the things in life that we have to be joyful for. That's what I have for you, Aquarius. I hope it was helpful in some sort of way. And until next time, take it easy. Bye.